All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Hey! Mike, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check. Lucky.
A first carry for the former Falcon. Tevin Coleman powers through. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
He's going to loft one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Alert. Check.
Mayfield on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A gain of 13 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on second down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
First down, Cleveland.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Point it right. Greystone, travel.
Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes. Down right there.
Second down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. 180. 53. Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go! At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. 180. All day, just like that. Just like that. 49. Check 49. 13. 53. 53. Mike.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Coleman now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check me out. I got this. 65. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
53. Mike, 53. Hey, alert 33. 55. Hey, watch it. Watch that. Blue draw, Corker. Pistol. 53.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on second and 3, Mayfield. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just wrapped up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Regular. Hey, Delta. Mike 29. Yeah, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Come on now, let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go. 180. 13. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bomber. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Take 4.
On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They have a punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
180. Check 53. I got one.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down. Third and 180.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. On third down, here's Hunt. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Eric Murray. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
61, match, lights.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He got 29 yards that time. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.